Buenos días, buenas tardes o buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? Yo estoy bien y hoy vamos a estudiar vocabulario. We're going to learn some new vocabulary to wrap up set 3 of the week. So on my screen, I have a copy of our new vocabulary list. I think I mentioned to you during our welcome module, we're going to spend about 3 weeks per chapter, and we are now in chapter 1. We've done grammar for the first 2 sets. On our third set today, we're going to begin our vocabulary list. So one thing you'll notice about all of our vocabulary lists this year is the words are listed in Spanish on the left, English in the middle, and then off to the right it says Espanol, and there's a blank column here. A lot of students find it helpful to print these out and rewrite the words in Spanish to practice their pronunciation. So that's something you can do if you'd like to. It's not a required assignment, it's just a lot of students find that helpful. So we're actually going to begin set 3 today, studying words 35, all the way down to 53. So we're going to study snack foods and beverages and other words and phrases. Just like in our preliminar chapter, I'm going to teach you vocabulary with images. So to get started today, I'm going to put some images on my screen. Hopefully you have your vocabulary lists out. Pay really close attention to the pronunciation. Feel free to pause this video, say the words along with me, say them afterward. The more you hear them, the more you practice them, the better your pronunciation becomes. So we're going to start with snack foods and beverages. Hopefully you're not too hungry because I've got some pictures of food to show you. All right, so aquí es el agua. Agua. Agua is water. Aquí la fruta. La fruta. Fruta is food. Or excuse me, fruta is fruit. Galletas. A galleta is a cookie. La galleta or las galletas, cookies. Helado, remember the H is silent, helado. Helado is ice cream. A mí me gusta el helado. I like ice cream. Aquí, jugo. All right, jugo is the word for juice in Spanish. Papas fritas. Las papas fritas are French fries. Papas fritas. Pizza, maybe the easiest word so far. La pizza. Pizza is pizza. And here we have just a bunch of different soft drinks. Refresco is a soft drink, or los refrescos would be soft drinks. Refrescos. All right, so here they are again. We have refresco, la pizza, el helado, la fruta, el agua, la galleta or las galletas, el jugo, y papas fritas. ¿Cuál es tu favorita? What's your favorite? A mí me gustan las papas fritas y me gusta la fruta y me gusta la pizza y me gusta el helado. I like pretty much all of it here. So those are some foods we're going to work on to wrap up set 3. And then also I want to teach you just some other, we call these other words and phrases. They're words that are going to be really important as the year goes on, and they just kind of are going to start popping up because they're words that help us starting to form sentences. So the first one is la actividad, and that is an activity. So like a lot of what we do with our SWICs, we would call them las actividades or la actividad. The phrase antes de, try that, antes de means before. All right? Colegio or el colegio is how we say high school. All right? So yo soy estudiante en el colegio. I'm a student in high school. Colegio. Looks like the word college, but it's not college. College in Spanish is universidad. So el colegio just as a high school. Después de means after. All right, so antes de before, después de is after. La escuela means school. It refers to like the building itself. So, for example, if I were to say I am in school, I would say estoy en la escuela. I'm in the school. A colegio is a high school. Más que means more than. Más means more, que means than. So more than, más que. Menos que means less than. Menos less, que than, menos que. O, we learned the letter O when we did our alphabet a couple of weeks ago. So we know that O is the letter O, but it also means or in Spanish. Like, do you like pizza or vegetables? So O is the word for or. Pero is the word for but. You know, it would be saying like, for example, I don't like French fries, but I like waffle fries. All right, but. También, with that accent on the E, también means also. All right, it's the word also. Tampoco means neither. All right, so también also, tampoco neither. So there's some words and phrases that really there's no other way to group them besides calling them other words and phrases, but they're words and phrases that we want to start learning because we're going to see these quite a bit as we go on because they're good words to connect ideas or to help us expand on ideas. So to wrap up for the week, we're going to practice using these new words to help you start to memorize them in various ways. Hasta luego!